Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome. It is Sunday evening. That means it's time for the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series to take to the track. Tonight we're going to go green for 130 laps, as it is race 20 out of 22. Only 2 races remain after tonight. The Atlanta Motor Speedway is our home. 2021 saw a refresh, and tonight Sean Cunningham is your pole sitter. Dustin Reinstedel is going to share row 1 with them. Congrats to our front row sitters. Jason Huffman in the number 4 and Justin Thaler share row 2. Ty Williams, Brandon Cotton row 3, Trevor Mack, James Olavison row 4, Eric Thaler, Clarence Prince share the final positions inside the top 10. 16 cars tonight. I'm James J., joined by Michael Harris. Michael, you ready to have some fun tonight for 130 laps?
I am excited to be on this end of the spectrum today.
That's right.
Wait,
Pretty
yeah.
eventful truck race. We saw a lot of comers and goers in the new format for Atlanta Motor Speedway. Expected to be almost like a restrictor plate race. Here we go. Sean Cunningham, congratulations for being on the pole. Into the restart zone he goes.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
And the 71 down low takes the lead. We're going to have a caution at lap number 15 to reset the field. So hopefully we'll keep it clean until then. We saw a lot of green flag racing Friday night. You think we're going to see more of that tonight?
Well, with the small field size, yeah, I definitely think that it's possible here. We won't see very many cautions. They might be spread out towards the end there, but I'm not sure we'll have the first caution before lap 15. Because I've already pretty much filed single file all the way back there. To
Dustin Reinstedel in the 11 gets an early jump.
He sure does there, James. He took that lead away from Sean Cunningham there, and right behind him he's got JT, Justin Thaler, and 8-time winner this year, Ty Williams, right there in third. They're making a break right there. And JT making a move right on the inside with Ty Williams pushing him past Dustin Reinstedel. Reinstedel gets that lap, though. 2 laps for him. Now Justin Thaler and Trevor McLaughlin getting a rocket shot. Slingshotting around as he had Eric right there to push him. Bumper to bumper. They got some side drafting going on. Eric giving him the nose right there, but Justin, I think, is going to have this lap led. And he does.
Just barely.
Just barely. Trevor McLaughlin will have his nose up in front. They're going into turn 1 and 2. They're back double file there. Everybody caught back up to those lead 3. Got some tight racing ahead of us here at Atlanta Motor Speedway with this repave and the modifications that NASCAR has done to the engines, making this more of a super speedway style racetrack. James, I have to tell you though, this is like driving in Darlington when it comes to this package. It's not as conducive for super speedway conditions as they're trying to broadcast it, but we'll see how the boys handle it today. If there's going to be a lot of passing going on, or if there's going to be any 3-wide action. But Trevor Mack got that lead now here on lap 5.
We saw him 3 wide there for a minute as the 81, I believe, went below the double yellows. Maybe it was the 73 of Aaron Holroyd. I'm not sure. But race control will sort that out for sure. But that was a little sketchy. These cars are going so much faster than the trucks. And I'm really amazed at the difference in speed as they get in the slipstream, as Trevor Mack tries to throw a block on Justin Thaler, but Justin Thaler's having none of it. And you can see there the differential in speed as the 15 gets a huge run up into the 99
Absolutely.
on the outside lane now. Incredible.
Justin gets that lead back there with Aaron Holroyd on his rear end. Ty Williams content with sitting third in that line. And don't forget about Jason Huffman in that number 4 Kazoo Racing car. He's back there. Oh,
Whoa.
Justin Thaler up to the top of the wall. Not sure what happened. Maybe he got clipped there, but he has fallen back now. No caution. A little bit of 3 wide, so there is room.
Got a real awkward push from the 73 there. It looks like now they're still 3 wide. Justin's on the outside of 3 as they go into turn 1. And
it's not a lot of room there in the corners. At least doesn't feel that way. And they're still able to make it stick. So props to them. Official lobby, that would have been caution right there. And they're still going.
Right. These are not officials for sure. 71, Sean Cunningham is your pole sitter. Still in the middle as Olavison goes by. Now Justin Thaler finally is able to get back in the inside lane, or at least not 3 wide. Now he finds the red line as he is caught back up to Robert Olavison. Now can make another charge back to the front. In the front, Aaron Holroyd in the 73 Coast Guard car goes under the red line in the dog leg, does not gain a position, so that's all fair. 99 Trevor Mack on the outside lane being pushed by the 15, drops down in front of Aaron Holroyd. The 15 gets a little slide draft, and again, there's that speed differential. Trevor Mack just holds his line. Eric Thaler pushes him going into turn 4 as we're at finishing lap 10, starting lap number 11. This time by Aaron Holroyd and Trevor Mack come across the line simultaneously. Eric Thaler on the outside pushing the 99. He's getting some help from the 11 of Dustin Reinstedel as the sun's starting to set in Atlanta Motor Speedway. But we are just getting started. We're going to see some more of this. I'm all for it. Thanks to everybody for joining us on YouTube. Give us a shout. We'll be able to get the chat going here.
Absolutely. This back and forth battle here. Trevor Mack is split. They go right around him there. And oh my goodness, Eric Thaler off the lead now with Dustin Reinstedel. They have left him high and dry there. He's going to still be 3 wide with Aaron Holroyd and Cothran right there on the outside in that tied vehicle there. That's a great throwback scheme right there, James.
Looks awesome.
We'll file back now. The godfather of Midwest Motorsports right up there in the front, leading here. Won here on Friday night in the truck, so he knows how to get it done. Dustin Reinstedel right behind him, just coasting along, enjoying the ride. And there's definitely a lot of action up here in the front. JT giving a little bump there to Aaron Holroyd on the outside lane. Pretty much everybody's sticking to the inside except for Cothran. He's sneaking up there, seeing that line coming, and they're going to leave him.
Aaron Holroyd splits him right down the middle. That was a decisive move, a move with intention there, as the speed differential is just huge. Now we got a little bit of a breakaway. Let's see if they can reel him back in.
Yes, sir. That outside line, we'll see if they can catch back up. And the inside line, they still got the draft going. As you can see them pull right back in. Do they bump Trevor Mack to pull back that front group? And they do. And is that Clarence Prince right there? He's sitting in the 4th now.
Yes, sure is. Now to 3rd.
3rd. He's on that premium elite team. We got caution. And that is comp caution, James. Unless, whoa.
It's definitely going to be the comp caution.
Yeah.
The question is, is there any argy-bargy that we might have missed? Now, it is important that the leader stays with the pace car for the pit lane to stay open, from what I understood. So it
Yeah,
looks like everybody's made it in. So the tire situation, we have 3 tires on the floor. So I don't think we're going to see tire changes every pit stop. I'm sure we're not. One thing I am sure of is that we're going to stop between 22 and 27 laps for fuel. So the question is, when do you take tires? How big of a difference does it make?
I don't know about
I know.
this early in the stage. So everybody's pretty much following that, just filling fuel here. You gotta take them every once in a while because this is still Atlanta. They may have changed the surface there, but it still will eat some tires on you. 130 laps today, so they're gonna go through at least 2 sets.
That's right. All right. Eric Thaler, your leader. Can he do the double? He had a great truck race and got caught. Actually, the people that he pitted with Friday night ended up getting speeding penalties, as the line for the speeding is actually the orange cone at the entrance to pit lane. However, you have to enter pit road on the exit of turn 2 by the orange square. So, new pit rules for the Super Speedway Atlanta configuration.
Yeah, that burned me on Friday, James. We were coming on into pit last pit cycle there, and I ended up being a little too high over the white line, past the orange
Oh,
box there, and had to eat the 40-second
plus
40
40.
second hold. Yeah,
You are not the only one. But here
so
it is, perfect example. Eric Thaler staying really close to Barney on the bumper of the Ford Mustang.
he will take the high line here, which is an interesting choice in the super speedway, and everybody will line up behind him there. So we get ready to go back to green flag racing. And I did take a look back at the footage, James, and there was no argy bargy there. The smoke screen was just them checking up in the back.
Right on, good deal. They're all stacked up. It looks awesome as these cup cars, again, winding their season down with only 2 races after this. We have Phoenix and then Auto Club. Current standings, Ty Williams with a 43-point lead over Justin Thaler, only 3 points over Eric Thaler. So a lot to play for. Only 12 points then from Eric to Brandon Thayer, and then 20 more to Trevor Mack. So all of our championship players are in this race tonight, and they are running up front already as we're going back to green flag racing. Only natural cautions from here on out. Eric Thaler steps on the loud pedal, and we're racing again. Dustin Rysdale on the 11 and Ty Williams on the outside lane, waiting for some help. Drops back outside the top 5.
That's Clarence Prince out there, actually.
Clarence out there. My fault.
That is okay. Their schemes are a little similar today, but as they get on going there, Eric leading that group. And yes, now Ty Williams is getting out of line, hoping for some help back there, wondering if Justin was going to give him a push or somebody. But he is being left. Oh, nope. We got a taker there. It's Sean Cunningham, as Eric will lead them back to the line there on lap 18. Still a little separation there. Cawthron in the number 30's got enough space there to pull the draft in. Does Ty Williams file back there or stay on the outside line? Looks like he's going to stay on the outside and hope that he can get some side draft help. Plus the cars that are starting to drift up a little bit there in the front pack. As the outside line is starting to fill in there, we got Ty Williams, Sean Cunningham, Clarence Prince, and Jason Huffman all filling in there and making that charge towards the front, James.
Yes, they are making the charge to the front. Ty Williams, your points leader, waiting for some help from his teammate, the pole sitter, number 71. I think we're going to see those two working together. The question is, will Dustin Reinstetter or Aaron Holroyd jump up in front of Ty Williams and keep him behind the Midwest Motorsports admin chain or train up front?
It'd be interesting
Not
to
yet.
see. They have a teammate back there in that number 5, Brandon Cotton, rocking some new schemes this
Brandon.
weekend here. He's on the inside line right behind Miller Cothran in the number 5 machine. James Olavison right in camera there for split. Oh, there he is again. He's on that inside line as well. A little bit of space with brother Robert trying to hold on to that draft. As we continue on, still side-by-side action here towards the front, but that outside line has yet to move any further than Miller Cothran. The side draft effect is real and keeping this train held up.
Can really see the paints. I do like that throwback number 30. Throwback to Darrell Waltrip's Tide machine. But yeah, this gives you a real idea of the speed. You're always turning at Atlanta now, especially in these Cup cars. Super fast. So far, everybody's playing nice, keeping space. Looking forward to some green flag pit stops. We'll see if that mixes the field up a little bit.
Absolutely, and it makes it more focused on pit strategy this way, where you have to pit coming into turn 3 instead of waiting till turn 4. And Miller Cothran's going to jump on up there in front of Ty Williams, see if he can get that outside line moving. And yep, here they come. Justin Taylor up a little bit there, and he's lost the front pack there, hoping Brandon can give him a shove. So he can catch back up. He's still a little bit in that draft, but it's mostly side draft at this point. Anything that 5 car can give him. That outside line up to 5 here. James.
I wouldn't expect it, but it's okay. Although I'm sure Ty Williams is going to work on the 30. I'm glad Miller Cothran seems to have alleviated whatever blinking issues he had earlier. But I'm not surprised to see the two on his own. And now Miller Cothran's caught back up with the lead 4.
There he goes. Yep, that top line's caught back up there. And we'll say yes, turning all the time as they lose Ty Williams there. Sean gives a shot to Miller Cothran.
Yeah, Miller Cothran's trying to block both lanes, getting the best of both worlds, but it's worked for him as he's currently P4. As the 30 threw a big block on the 81. And then at the same time, was able to keep the 71 behind him. Now the 71's going to go looking outside of the 30. Can't quite get there yet, so he's going to get back in the slipstream and wait for the cars behind to come up and give him a shove. Meanwhile, the 15 just out there minding his own business, getting some help from the 11. Aaron Holroyd in the 73, playing the buffer for the lead 2. Miller Cothran, I'm not sure of his team situation, if any, as he goes outside now. I fear that might be Miller Cothran's move to the back of the field, as he's going to get no help from the 71 or the 2 or the 81, and Miller Cothran goes back.
He's going to get James back there, but at this point, yeah, he's filed right on back there and got this Congo line single file now as we hit lap 29. 28 laps down, James, 102 left to go, and it's wild that we're still here, or we're not still here, but we're here at single file action now. Looks like that outside line's not nearly as strong with the Cup cars as it is in the trucks. And because we were pretty much side by side the entire race, except for after that last pit cycle there.
That's right. Definitely too wide. Played out a little different in the trucks. Fastest lap of the race so far, the 4 car of Jason Huffman. So we'll keep an eye on him. I'm sure he had some drafting help, but I hope we haven't seen the end of the number 4 up front. Looks like he's getting a little bit of a gap. But you're right, single file is the way to go now. Last stop was lap 15, so expecting to see pit stops around 38 to 40.
We'll see who's been able to save and who's not. I'll tell you who can't save right now, and that's that number 15, still leading us strong since the restart began. And Dustin Ranstow have been content with pushing him along. But as you can see, really the only place I could think someone's going to be able to pass is if they make that push on the inside and force car in front out. But we'll see if this group can break away a little bit and make a move. Probably would be for Eric to save some fuel at this point, is the only time I can see him moving back now.
It is going to be about getting in pit lane and then keeping your speed up on the apron all the way around turn 3 and 4, and then slowing down for the pit lane speed line, which will be the orange cone.
Yeah, I don't know how many of you guys out there caught on to that from the truck race on Friday if you were here. But yeah, you get to drive as fast as you want going into on the apron there at 3 and 4. However, you need to get back to pit lane speed right where you enter pit lane at the line, which is, like I said, 45 miles an hour. So some people are able to try to risk it and get a little loosey-goosey trying to get ready to get in there, and some people just aren't going to be able to do that. And whoever can is going to do well in their pit stops, and whoever can't is just going to end up losing a lot of time.
That's right. We are riding along with your pole sitter, Sean Cunningham, as this is what he sees from 4th place. Looking high, looking low, just trying to keep air going into the oil cooler side, now into the engine side. Keep some clean air on the front nose just to make sure you get around the corner okay, but at the same time, not doing any bump drafting at this point. There's nothing really to gain right now. Only lap 35 of 130.
Yes, sir. And there is some wiggling going on, so those tires are starting to show some wear here. That front dog leg is tricky to navigate once you start getting some tire wear in there. Vehicles do tend to want to get a little loose as you're bending through there. So that's something to look out for as we get past this next pit cycle, as these tires currently have 36 laps on them as we cross the line again. We're working on the 37th lap of the race. So the longer they're out there, the more wear they will receive. Yes, we are super speedway racing, but this track is not necessarily designed for such a way that tires can be saved as well as Daytona and Talladega.
Yeah, Chris Taylor, looks like he's fallen back and lost the draft. Hopefully, as the lead cars catch up to him, we'll be able to find a way around. I'm sure Chris will do the right thing. My guess is we want him to go up high and let the pack drive by him.
That would be ideal, and he's going to do just that.
Good on you, Chris. Sorry you lost the drive. It just goes to show the speed differential of one car versus the world. Absolutely. I hate that for Chris.
Well, in the meantime, he gets to have fun just watching what his children built. His sons are the ones running this league, Justin and Eric Thaler, the co-owners and founders.
That's right.
He gets to hang out. Well, if he gets back there, he gets to hang out with his retirement buddy there, Norm, who is on camera right now. Say hi, Norm. Actually, don't. Keep your hands on the wheel.
Yeah, that's right. Eyes forward, Norm. I'm surprised to see Trevor McLaughlin and Brandon Thayer back here. They are drafting, but they need some help to catch back up to the field. Not sure if this was a strategy. They're staying 7 seconds back.
I can
But
tell you
I'm
from my
expecting.
experience. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, James.
No, you go ahead. Tell me about your experience.
I said, well, from my experience there, James, it's certainly not their plan to be hiding out back there.
Yeah.
Most likely what happened was there probably was a checkup towards the back of the field, and they just got lost in the draft, and one of them stuck with the other. So we
I'm gonna keep it
are.
on the. I'm gonna keep it on the leaders, Michael. I'll let you take it away for a couple of minutes while I run. Take care of some stuff here. I need to refresh on my water. I'll be right back.
You do that, James. All right, folks, we've gone through 41 laps here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. As the field goes round 2 and 3, we're going to be expecting some pit stops here coming soon as we're within that window that James was talking. And as you can see here, the leaders are coming on in. Sean Cunningham's going to stay out with Ty Williams and Brandon Cotton, so the CCR team is back in action here. Eric Thaler coming on in with his group. You get a full demonstration of how green flag pit stops are going to go here. You got to go on in for turn 3. Get yourself back down to pit road speed coming out on that stretch. So we'll see if anybody gets caught speeding or not here. And it looks like this time by as well. We got the leaders coming on, the current leaders coming on in. Ty Williams, Sean Cunningham, and Brandon Cotton. So the rest of the field is in here to pit. Eric Thaler off to the races. He did not take any tires. So again, we're going to see how the strategy unfolds, as some cars are going to take tires, some aren't. Like I said, at Atlanta Motor Speedway, you're going to start seeing some tire wear off there, and cars are going to have some issues. And oh man, I hate to see it. It looks like Chris Thaler got a little black flag there. We're going to see that throughout the race, maybe not as frequently, but as we get towards the end, that's going to be more prevalent there. Is just this change of pit entry is going to catch some guys. You have to be underneath that white line, not the double weights. You have to be underneath that white line once you get past that orange box for your pit. If you go off that, you get an unsafe penalty, and you'll get 40 seconds. So back out here on the field, Ty Williams still has the lead, but Eric Thaler is coming up to that group. CCR is together, though. And Dustin Reinsettle, Eric Thaler will make it past them. Eric Thaler's pit stop strategy has worked out a little bit, but looks like Ty Williams, Brandon Cotton have some good ideas there as they were able to get a little closer to the front and together, which is something they've been looking forward to. And now we start to see a little breakaway in the pack action here as Eric Thaler and Dustin Reinsettle have a little bit of a gap between them and third place. Aaron Holroyd and Justin Thaler got the draft back, so our lead admin group got back together. Ty Williams, Brandon Cotton right there. Sean Cunningham might lose his buddies, though. He's a little bit far back. I don't know if he's still within that draft or not. If not, he's going to have to fall back, see if he can catch back up. Welcome back, James.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Michael. Great job. Looks like everybody made it in and out. Unfortunately, Chris Thaler looks like he has to serve a drive-through. Otherwise, you were asking about somebody, Michael?
I was not. I don't know if I was asking for somebody, but I will say that Sean was able to catch back up to the draft. It looks like still got back there Trevor McLaughlin and Brandon Thayer running running together. Field is a little bit more spread out now, James. First 7 cars are right in this group here. Then we have 8, 9, 10, followed by a separate pack of 11 and 12. And then 3 cars on their own. It's going to be Robert Olivison, Miller Cawthron, and Norm Snyder all by themselves out there. without a drafting buddy, so we'll see who slows down, see if they can get themselves a little drafting group, or if they keep on going. And Chris Taylor coming on out of the pits there.
Yep. Drive through. My guess is going to be speeding in the pit lane. Very tricky pit lane this time around. Jason Huffman looks like he's missed the draft slightly. See if this 3-car train can catch back up. They've got 8 seconds to catch up to the back of Sean Cunningham, this group.
Yep, and that group has come together there, as we saw Trevor Mack and Brandon Thayer back there finally catching their draft. So we'll see if that little pack can catch up to this big pack, and that all depends on if there's anybody looking for any other lines. So we see Sean Cunningham out in the outside. That is going to get a little bit more common as we get deeper in this run. Again, another pit cycle without really anyone taking tires. A couple guys did last time around. Miller Cothran and Chris Taylor are the only ones that took tires from this last pit stop. So most of the guys out here are driving on the first set of tires that they drove off pit lane with to start the race.
Great point. Great point. Only 3 sets of tires on the pit wall. That 71 looks really good, I gotta admit. He's worked hard on his paint, as well as the number 5, Brandon Cotton. The team CCR, as they call it. So it's Midwest Motorsports versus CCR, the battle. I think we're just running through the laps right now, counting down the laps, getting caught up, getting used to the tire situation. Now these are the loosest, the worst these cars have handled. Let's not forget to give credit where credit is due. Eric Thaler is out front, and he's been out front since the comp caution.
Okay, one thing I've noticed, though, the leaders haven't really been going under the apron there in the dogleg too much. It's something that you will see here time to time, especially in the officials there, where cars will be going under there, just see if they can save some tires, save some time, whatever it may be. But Eric hasn't brought them down there very much, as they're going to go by Chris Thaler again. There's a little bit of a gap there. Ty Williams making a run back there. Jason Huffman still holding that fastest lap time at 30 seconds, almost 30 seconds flat, 30.004.
Got a little more help now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in this train trying to catch back up. Jason Huffman, Clarence Prince, and then James Olavison, then Trevor Mack and Brandon Thayer. As Trevor Mack decides to abandon ship. Now let's see if Huffman and Trevor Mack can get hooked up with Brandon. Brandon Thayer gives Trevor Mack a push, but a little sketchy here. Be careful. Really easy to get this wrong if you don't hit square on the bumpers. Let's keep it together here. The best place to push will be on the backstretch.
Yeah, that's the thing with these cup cars. There's not very good flat spot like the trucks have, so you don't hit that thing square and you're sending somebody off. But so far they're doing well with that, bump drafting and lifting when needed. This pack, I don't know what's going to go on with that, but Clarence Prince is going to lead this group regardless, as James Olavison there on the inside pushing him. As Trevor Mack goes back up to try to push Jason Huffman back up in the front of this group as they continue to fall back those 13, 14 seconds behind the lead car, number 15.
That 83 Red Bull of Clarence Prince looks awesome. I don't know what flavor Red Bull that is, but just looking at that Clarence Prince machine makes me want one.
I'm not a Red Bull guy. I prefer this machine right here, the Ghost Energy drink. But Yeah, no, it's definitely a good-looking car. Trevor and Aaron Holroyd come up with some great schemes here in the Midwest League. This is a Trevor Mack design right here. You find them on Trading Paints. They got a whole bunch of different paint schemes. I like to run a few when I'm racing officials.
Right on. So Jason Huffman, Trevor McLaughlin, Brandon Thayer did get around Clarence Prince and James Olavison. So let's see if they can catch back up. They got 13 seconds to make up for to catch up to this lead. 7 cars, I believe.
Yes, sir. Those 7 cars are about to be 9 cars, though, as they've come on upon Robert Olafison and Miller Cothran, who are currently on the outside. They may file in towards the back of this group. There's a couple gaps in this group line, though. Not enough for anybody to lose draft.
Yeah, I don't think the lap car would be brave enough to slide in. And good. Cothran decides not to, thankfully. Let the lead lap cars race. But Cothran might lose a lap or lose a position.
Yeah, Norm Snyder's sneaking right in there. So he'll take the position. Old Storm and Norman.
So Norm and Chris now are hooked up. Even though Chris is on a different lap in the 7 car. '28 looks awesome.
He's ripping the Ricky Rudd on there.
Darn right.
So even though it's not throwback weekend here for us at Midwest Motorsports, it is throwback weekend for the NASCAR Cup Series. And these guys throwing some much better paints than the Chase Elliott squad.
Yeah, he wasn't too enthusiastic about it. I like the throwback weekend. I hope they keep it. I think it brings people together, gives them a reason to find somebody to like, find something you like about any of those paints. My favorite was the Josh Berry Lotus throwback to Jim Clark in the F1. I thought that was very classy.
Absolutely. I think the Xfinity guys had some really great schemes as well. But yeah, Kyle Larson's throwback there to Terry again. That was good. It's just a shame what happened there.
Yep. Thankfully, none of that's happened here. Last stop was 42. So we're coming up on pit stops once again. Let's see if they keep it woed down. They were well behaved last time. Looks like everybody was able to stay together and not get any black flags. And so far, it looks like everybody's staying out.
Yeah, so it was about, what would you say, almost 27, 28 laps, like you said. So we should be seeing them around lap 70 or so. So we've got a couple more laps.
Incredible racing. CCR Motorsports versus Midwest Motorsports. I wonder if Ty Williams, Brandon Cotton, Sean Cunningham are going to take a chance and maybe come in a couple laps early, as it looks like now they're wanting to go outside. Are they going to get caught on the outside? Are they going to go all the way around? 71, they've got it all the way around Justin Thaler in the 2. Working their way around Aaron Holroyd in the 73.
If there's ever a stubborn driver to get around with side drafting, it's Aaron Holroyd. Let's see if he can make it. Ty knows how to wheel it, though.
Yeah, he does. So far, they're minding their own business. And a little bit of a gap between the 73 and the 11. So the 15 and the 11. Oh, 11's coming in. 15's coming in. 81, 71, and the 5 are staying out. So they're going for the overcut. We'll see how many laps longer they go as Eric Thaler gets it woed down just in time. I hope all
Ooh,
four of
Aaron.
them do. Oh, black
Oh,
flag
Miller Cawthron.
for Miller. Okay. That's unfortunate for him.
So the CCR team, they did stay out one extra lap. Ty Williams is going to go ahead and
Drops back to
fall back.
third.
Oh, Jason Huffman got black flagged.
That's unfortunate for him. 2 laps on the overcut so
Yes.
far.
So they
It
stayed
worked.
out the last pit cycle. Sorry, James. But
No, we're good. Oh,
yeah,
darn.
they did stay out last time one extra lap. They're going to come on in after 2 extra laps. Chris Thaler is going to ride around. Hope we can find a dance partner in a little bit. As our prior lead cars are coming back out again. All these cars currently lapped down, coming out of the pits. They did not take any
They all made it.
tires, unless they're taking right sides.
Miller Cawthron got black flagged when he was trying to clear it. All right, so the moment of truth is right now. They did not take tires. The Midwest Motorsports crew did not. So as the CCR guys are in the pits, they are taking tires.
They're taking all
Looks.
4.
Yep. All right. So now we'll see how it plays out. Nobody in the Midwest group took tires. See, there they come now. They're going to be a lap down. No, they're not a lap down.
They're on the same lap
Still
now.
on the same lap, but they're definitely lost a little time. My guess is they might be able to catch back up. The question is, are they then going to be able to pass and then break away?
So I see,
This is
unless
very
we have
interesting.
a caution, James, they're
Yeah.
they're going to be all done with tires at this point. We get another caution. There's a question on whether they're going to take 2 or not, depending on when they have the caution. But that's it for them for tires today, even though they got 2 more sitting there waiting.
Leaders out on their own, only 2. Then 1.3 seconds back to Aaron Holroyd and Justin Thaler. We'll see if they can catch up to the lead group, the lead pair. They need to work together so that Justin can time the bump just right to catch up to Aaron and give him a push. Little assist on the back stretch into turn 3. A little nudge there, but not so much that it throws him off. If he cut the dog leg, might also give him a little advantage as there they go. .79, 1.8. If I was them, I would swap. Let Justin lead Aaron. See what that does.
The Ty's group there, the CCR group, is starting to eat away at that lead.
4.6 is the magic number. Brandon Cotton giving Ty Williams a shove. See if they can catch up. We got to race. I love racing. And this is the style of racing you love when you can see the teamwork playing out. This is all for fun. Bragging rights, pride on the line. Sean Cunningham, your pole sitter, the 71. See if he can keep the draft up here. There we go. They really do need him. I think 3 cars definitely is better than 2. But don't forget they have tires also.
Yeah. Sean's going to want to be a little bit closer to Brandon there. The closer that 3rd car is, the faster this group's going to go. Right now, the leader is currently driving at 178 miles an hour, about 184 by the time he gets off the backstretch. So around Jason Huffman there. 10 cars are currently on the lead lap right now. James Olavison is the last car on the lead lap. Robert Olavison is the first car lap down. Even though we just saw Jason Huffman fall back there, he's actually the second car one lap down. So he follows back in line with them, or with the leaders. Continue to watch the CCR team at work. They are canning though.
Yeah, Brandon has not let off Ty's bumper the whole way around. I was going to say his engine's got to be getting some temperature in it. So he breaks off just enough. Hopefully get some air going over the nose.
Unfortunately, in the replay here, James, I can't see what his oil temperature is at, but I'm sure it's pretty toasty.
He is hooked up, and they are catching him. They are reeling in Justin Thaler. You can see him up the road. So great job of teamwork here with the 5 to 71, pushing the 81 up to the second group. Now what happens once they catch Justin Thaler and Aaron Holroyd?
Do they pass right by them, or do they fall right in line? They are going to use Justin and Aaron's draft, though, so we'll see if they slingshot around or not. They go high, tie to the wall. Justin puts his nose right out there to block. Yellow flag is out. I'm not sure
Yellow's
what the caution is for.
Number 9.
He did get black flagged. What did he get black flagged for? We're going to go on back and take a look. Oh. James?
What do we need? Who do I need to go?
We're going to have to get him back to the start
yeah,
finish
with
line.
Chris Thaler.
There it is.
Here we go. 7 car, the silver Mustang, and the 9. Oh, they just kind of get together. Chris Thaler went under the red line, the double lines.
Yeah.
And he is a lap car. Oops. Sorry, I missed it again. I was trying to go super slow-mo. It didn't work. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but unfortunately, I think the 7 might be at fault there, especially as a lap car. But we don't blame. It's just incidental racing, not intentional for sure. What are our leaders doing? They're in the pits. Looks like the 11's getting tires. We'll see who's the first off.
Yep. Everybody's getting tires except for James.
Eric Thaler,
James.
Dustin Reinstedel, the race. Justin Thaler makes it out in front of Aaron Holroyd, and then Ty Williams.
Go Clarence. He's up there
Brandon
in third place.
Nope, he might be third off the pit lane. I think he's off on a different lap.
Oh, yep, you're right.
So he'll probably get a wave around, though. As Eric Thaler wins the race off of pit road and will be a leader with tires. Dustin Reinstedel, Justin Thaler, they all got tires. Ty Williams, 14 seconds. Not sure if they got tires again.
I think they so. So they've gone ahead and taken their second set of tires.
That might be costly, but we saw Eric and Dustin Reinstedel work their way really close, hold their own, should I say, for having older tires. Tires weren't that helpful for the CCR crew.
Well, we see Eric once again taking the outside line. My guess is that he's going to take a jump, start them off, go on the inside line, and stick in front of Dustin there. But will we see somebody be charitable? Will we let Dustin Reinstedt take a couple laps there up in the lead, or do you think the boss is just going to say, "This is my show"? Oh, sorry, looking towards the back of the field, and a little checkup got some damage there in the front end of the car, but
I think it's going to be interesting to see where Aaron Holroyd slots in front of Justin Taylor or behind, and then in relation to Brandon Cotton and Ty Williams and Sean Cunningham. Don't forget the 99 of Trevor Mack and Brandon Thayer in the 64. Clarence Prince, first car lap down.
don't discount that group either. As Barney once again getting another black flag for pit entry.
Eric Thaler in the 15 is the control car, so he's going to go first. He has to cross the line first. And 73 of Aaron Holroyd is going to stay with him. On the outside lane, we're back to green flag racing. Is the 15 going to drop down? Will the 73 drop down with the 15?
Well, he might just leave Brandon high and dry there in the high line. Trevor Mack making a big gain there from the draft.
So Trevor Mack throwing a wrench in the CCR Motorsports system as Aaron Holroyd does drop down in front of Dustin Reinstedt. So it's Eric and Aaron, and now Trevor Mack helping Brandon Cotton on the outside lane. Miller Cawthron also in the Tide machine. As Ty Williams, your points leader, down low in the 81 behind Justin Thaler in the 2. Is the gap big enough for Brandon Cotton to slide in and let Trevor Mack get out in the mix? What does Trevor do in the 99? As he's lost his teammate, Brandon Thayer, as well. So the 2 and the 5, Castrol of Justin Thaler, and the 5 of Brandon Cotton.
That gap's getting bigger, James. These guys got to make a decision here. That lead pack is going. Justin may be okay, but I know he likes to see victory line here every once in a while. And it looks like Brandon will clear on the inside here. Trevor Mack's going to stay on the outside, catch a little draft. Sean Cunningham behind him pushing. Trevor Mack now going to slide on down in front of Justin. And Sean Cunningham is on the outside of Justin Thaler with Ty Williams behind him. So there's still some help for that 71 machine, even though the group in front just went down. Justin does still have some help behind him in Brandon Thayer in the 64 machine.
Look at the number 5 go. On the outside, the orange number 5 has got some help from Trevor Mack. We know Trevor McLaughlin is fast. He had a good run in the trucks. As now Brandon Cotton abandons him. He leaves the 99 on his own on the outside now. As the 71 gives him a shove back. And what does the 73 do? Does the 73 block the 5 and stay with Eric?
Maybe he's going to stay right there. You see him drift
outside
up
lanes rolling.
Bit. See if Brandon does that again, if he rolls up towards the top line or not. Trevor didn't look like he wanted to give any help the last time Brandon shuffled a little bit up there, but you know, it's hard to want to help somebody giving something up.
That's right. 71, Sean Cunningham, your pole sitter, once again, has some decisions to make as he's pushing the 99. Does he push the 99 and bring the 81 with him? And do they go past the 5? So your teammates pushing the 99 past your buddy.
Oh, and he got around Aaron.
Blocking they're all pushing.
Front. Ping pong.
The 15 goes up to block the 99. The 99 pushes the 15 back ahead. The 71 gets a big push to the 99. They all stay together. Oh my goodness, what incredible racing.
Aaron's going to continue to stick on the back end there of Eric Thaler. Side by side here
Holy
for
moly.
third.
What a show.
Aaron's going to slide back up there. He's doing the best of both worlds right there, taking some air away from Trevor and adding it to Eric there.
Trevor McLaughlin, I tell you, if he can get a run and not get blocked by the 15 did a great job doing exactly what he needs to do to block. And we're yellow.
Oh, yellow flag. James are going to go back to turn 2 there. Looks like something involved with the 9. See what happened to poor James.
Well, looks like he got into it with the 30 and the 4 as well. Oh, the 9 got caught up 3 wide. We'll go maybe far chase might help this. 1 second, we'll roll with it. So we're riding with the 9. He's got the 4 directly ahead, I believe.
That's Ty Williams right in front of him.
Ty 81. So there he goes. Not sure. And then Clarence Prince sees a gap, wants to take it. Oh, that's netcode. Either the 9 lost it or that's netcode big time.
Yeah, no, that was netcode right there. He did get to the outside. Yeah, you could see from that Miller hit. That's definitely netcode right there that impacted that. James did drift up, so just predicted that they were going to collide there. And the rest, as they say, is that.
Is history, that's right. Oh, the 9 went up, shot the gap, and the 83 saw a gap open and went for it. You can't blame the 83 for going for it. Like you said, that's racing. And the 22 gets a lap around. That's going to put him back on the lead lap. So Robert Olavison gets the lucky dog. Midwest Motorsports has 3 series. Tonight is the Cup Series. We race on Sunday night. Sessions open at 7. Tuesday night is the Road Series. We just finished our Season 8. Season 9 will start soon. And Friday night is our Truck Series. We have 2 more races left in the championship. Midwest-motorsports.com is where you can find us. Check out the rules and the times. See which league suits you. We'd love to have you. Entries are always free and always open.
Our Cup and Truck Series following tonight's festivities here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be going down to Phoenix, race at the Oval with the dogleg of the current NASCAR format, and we will wrap up the season in Auto Club Speedway in California. Looks like the lights are out on that pace car there. Eric Thaler going to take the inside line this time with Trevor Mack on the outside. So a little bit of changing up here as Dustin's back a little further. Aaron Holroyd's really his only help up there for Eric Thaler. He's surrounded by CCR guys, so I think that's probably what made him decide the inside this time.
Trevor Mack, keep your eye on him. Do not count him out. He's one of my picks coming into the race. That 99 Ghost paint looks awesome. I'm still not 100% sure what flavor that is.
That's the peach flavor.
Peach. All right, bring it. As Barney drops off. You go right past us.
And green
15
flag.
steps on it. And we're off once again. 71 of Sean Cunningham and the 99. They've been good. They've been fast. If they can get up there and get the lead, I'm surprised Ty Williams left so much room there.
Maybe he was hoping Brandon would shoot up the track and they could make a
True.
four-lane move.
He's made it right back up.
Justin sneaking right there in the fourth spot on that outside line. Clarence Prince falling behind there. The inside line, we got Eric, Aaron, Brandon Cotton, and Dustin Reinsettle with Brandon Thayer back there. As Trevor Mack fighting for the lead, currently showing on our screen as the number one spot. And Sean Cunningham pushing him here.
Nice little bump there from Aaron Holroyd on the 15, but now 71 bumps the 99. Going into the corner, all clear. The 11 has the 5 in front of him on the low line. This is incredible Midwest Motorsports racing.
Yeah, it sure is, James. The 5 car leaving a car length between him and Aaron Holroyd. And, whoa, here we go. A little bit of a checkup back there on the inside line. Trevor Mack, Sean Cunningham, and Ty Williams all able to make the move to the inside if they want to. 3-wide action here on turn 3 and 4 as Eric and Justin make their way around Ty Williams. Sean Cunningham all by himself on the outside.
And
wrecking on the front stretch. And still green. Still green flag racing here. Eric Thaler able to take back the lead. They split the gap there. Trevor Mack is still second place. Ty Williams has snuck his way right there into third, battling it out on the inside line. Justin going to be pushing Trevor Mack now, as 2 CCR teammates are together in the mix of the admin team. Sean Cunningham's found his way back to that outside line draft behind Justin Thaler as they continue to push it as we've got trying to show what went on there. Was all that wrecking on the front stretch.
Yeah, here we go. Jason Huffman. It's one more lap. Just bear with us for one lap here. I thought it was the 4 car. I could be wrong. No, it was right in front of him. Oops, I've lost him.
Oh, there was some movement up there.
73 and the 83. And the 83 into the wall a couple times. 83 does a great job. I got to give it to Clarence Prince there. He does a great job of getting it off the wall. Thank you, Clarence.
Kept it high. Agree.
Not causing a caution. I got to give credit where credit's due. We'll watch it one more time. As they come off of 4 here, Huffman gets loose in the 4, and then Aaron Holroyd comes up into the 83. He's able to save it. The 4 gets crossed up. The 83 into the wall. The 4 still sideways. What a save for Jason Huffman. But watch the 83 on the outside as well. Chaos in front of him. 83, I'm sure, has damage. That's the purple Red Bull car. He gets up into the safer barrier on the outside, and he could come back down into oncoming traffic. There it is, taking a right into the safer barrier. Once again, keeping it on the wall before traffic is clear to let it go down. So thank you very much to Clarence Prince for keeping that race clean. As we're back to live racing now.
Yep, and while we were watching that, Trevor Mack got a couple laps in the lead position. He's now shuffled on back here. JT, the admin team, back together again. The 2 brothers Thaler leading this race. Justin's getting a couple laps out in front. Eric being nice and letting him have that little moment of glory. Ty Williams still in there with the CCR teammate behind him, Brandon Cotton. Dustin rides so right behind there. We are right on board the Ty Williams machine.
Or we tried to. And we're all cattywampus.
Uh-oh, something strange in the YouTube stream. But
yep, bear with us.
I'll keep on doing some play-by-play here while we try to figure that out. Right now, it's still single file. We've got this pack going on. The two Thaler brothers still leading this here. Ty Williams right on the back of the 15 machine. And a little gap between Ty and his teammate Brandon. Dustin Ryan still there in fifth. Caution is out. Lap 105. 104 laps done. As James, if we get this broadcast back in action, looks like we're still going to have a little bit of an issue with that here, but this caution happened. Little bump between the 22 and the 7 car. Atlanta is just not being nice to poor Chris here today. That's a little bump action that caused this current caution. Justin Thaler continues to lead us around here. Surprised that we didn't have a caution earlier than that from what we were watching there up in the booth. Pardon the technical interruption here. Everybody going to come on down the pit road. See what they've got besides fuel. Might be taking the last set of tires. We'll see though. The lead group has not taken, or has only taken one set of tires this whole race. While the CCR crew has taken 2 already. Prime Elite, I believe, has taken at least one set so far. As they stop right here. Oh, well, I'm not going to be able to glean too much information with our timing system not working due to some technical issues here. Justin will beat out Eric Thaler. No tires taken by the admin team. So those two come out 1 and 2. Third place, Dustin Reinsettle. Brandon Cotton in 4th. Ty Williams in 5th place.
Got a Midwest Motorsports promo. If you're looking for a league, this is the one you want.
Are you tired of milquetoast lawless racing and ready for a real league? Then you need Midwest Motorsports. Our iRacing Cup, Truck, and Road series are unrivaled and make grown men cry. Featuring active race control and an active Discord server. Say goodbye to cheese wagon free-for-alls and hello to the best league racing you'll find anywhere. Want more? Who doesn't? Catch our weekly podcast, complete with member interviews, race reviews, standing updates, and rig tips and tricks. Live race broadcasts with announcer commentary.
And Ty Williams in the 81 in the red car. Jason Huffman gets in between them.
Fridays, Truck Series. Sundays, Cup Series. Tuesdays, Road Series. Visit Midwest-Motorsports.com to sign up for free and see if you have what it takes to not finish last. Our next season starts soon. Scan the QR code to sign up now, unless you like being taken out in Turn 1 by news.
James, you ever feel like sometimes we're in MRN's little radio booth?
I wish. I don't think they would let me in there. Not if they knew what's good for them. It's all good. Thanks for bearing with us as we deal with the technical difficulties. We're trying our best. We've got a lot of moving pieces here, so appreciate all the Midwest Motorsports admins for trying to make it happen. Most important thing is that the integrity of the league goes on, so I'm sure race control's priority is going to be keeping the race going first. Absolutely. On iRacing and the broadcast second. So looks like we're at 23 laps to go. I almost had pictures. Justin Thaler still leading.
Yes, he is. Brandon Cotton has found himself in between the admin group there, so he's in second place. Eric Thaler's going to take the outside line there with Ty Williams getting a sneak on the inside there. Ooh, some moving and grooving going on. We got some 3-wide looks here. Still JT Brandon Cotton sitting in second. Oh, and we've got the broadcast back. Oh, a couple bumps out on the outside wall. Still green,
We're
though.
racing. Incredible. Thank you, Josh, for not only doing the iRacing race control, but also for getting us going on the broadcast action. 20 laps to go, coming up on 20 laps to go. Justin Thaler leading Brandon Cotton, your race leader for most of the race today. The 15 car is in third place. Brandon Cotton giving the 2 a push. The 81, I don't think is going to help the 15 too much. Doesn't look like the 15 needs help. As we're 3 wide back with Dustin Reinstedel and Aaron Holroyd trying to catch up. We have Brandon Thayer and the 99 of Trevor McLaughlin working the bottom, who can now get some help from the 71.
Yeah,
Up front. Oh, my goodness. Hard to know where to watch, Michael.
Yeah, I don't envy the cameraman here.
It's
You're
all
right.
good.
A lot of stuff
big
to
push.
watch.
Big pushes. The 15 pushes the 5, pushes the 2, and the 81. The battle for the championship is between the 81 and the 15 and the 2. So the fact that Justin Thaler is leading the race with 19 laps to go, I don't think they can make it all the way on fuel. We're going to need another stop.
Yeah, you're right on that one, James. 28 laps, that would only put them to, oh, wait. No, I think we're good, James.
25, 27. We're going to 130. It's all good. We'll find out together. How about that?
Our SDK stat lines there look like froze up too, so it's showing everybody last pit on lap 80, but we know that's not entirely the truth. They were down at lap 105 was that caution. 107, I think they came in.
Okay, Roger. Okay, thank you.
Running side by side here on the screen, Dustin Reinzel, Aaron Holroyd, and Jason Huffman trying to make do here. Eric Thaler trying to keep this a two-man go until he gets his teammate up there. Ty Williams just trying to do something. He's not going to really help out the 15, but that's might not help him out either. So he can't really help the 5 from where he's at. Brandon Thayer hoping that Trevor Mack and him come up with something, some way to make some noise here for Platinum Elite.
So wow, look at that. 81 going backwards as the outside lane passes. The 81 now has lost at least 2 positions. Those are valuable points he's going to need.
For this championship, you are right. He hasn't led a lap either, so we've got all those 3 cars that have led a lap so far, 3 or 4 cars, they're getting some extra points on them.
Aaron Olroy doing a good job of pushing the 11 of Dustin Reinstedel up to the front. Jason Huffman as well, trying to get around. Look at Aaron push the 11. They are hooked up in the corners now down the backstretch. The 15 of Eric Thaler lifts just a little bit, just enough.
Brandon trying to do some blocking. He's hitting Dustin a little weird. That inside line's got to slow up now. And Dustin Reinstedel will be up. Oh, Ty Williams.
Oh no.
We got wrecked
into each other. The 71's in the wall. Oh, that was just so unfortunate. Just barely caught. I do not blame the 73 for this, although I think he's going to get some flack. I don't think that's Aaron's fault. I could be wrong. It's just Dustin in the 11 car. It's hard to place blame anywhere.
Yeah, this is super speedway racing. Yep, Brandon starts this chain off with just hitting Justin a little wrong. 2 spots there. That outside line was getting ready to get a shot, so the whole inside line slowing up here. We'll see what happens next.
Here's the contact. The 11 comes up. So Aaron also comes up. Then he comes down as Dustin Reinsettle goes down.
Oh, he
So
hit him in the
Aaron
wrong
comes
spot.
up. And then Dustin, I think Dustin comes up into Aaron, to be honest. I think Aaron's looking back and Dustin's looking forward.
Yeah,
Aaron's trying to get help from the 4 to make sure the 4 pushes him.
Yep. It looked like Aaron was going to make that move only because he came up on Dustin in a really weird spot there with that dog leg.
Right.
So he didn't want to hit Dustin in the wrong spot, but he had that momentum still going.
And this is how fast it happens. I mean, it's a wham-bam play, you know. Catch him, take him out, throw him out kind of play. This is how fast it happens. If you're the 73, you're going down, you're looking in the back, and it just, that's how quickly things go wrong.
And not just that, James, but right at that same point in time, Ty Williams was finding himself in a little awkward go as well. So 2 caution points happen at the same time. We took out some really big competition there. 1 fast repair for everybody, so that might put some play on here. I don't know who still has their fast repairs or not. By the way, Justin Taylor's still leading us out here. Only a couple guys pitting. Ty Williams electing to have his damage repaired instead of using a fast repair, it looks like, with a 21-second pit stop. And the only one still on the pit lanes right now, Chris Thaler from earlier. Four cars had come into pit that last time, lap 118. Sean Cunningham, Dustin Reinsettle, Aaron Holroyd, and Ty Williams, all involved in that incident there. 2 separate things happening at the same time, James. It's really hard to really look at everything, but Barney's lights are about to go off.
The tale of a wreck that didn't happen, and then a wreck that did happen.
Justin Taylor electing to take the bottom line here. Brandon Cotton with Trevor McLaughlin behind him. And Sean Cunningham. So some CCR Platinum Elite on the top side. On the inside line, we've got the admin team of Justin Thaler and Eric Thaler with Brandon Thayer in there as well. He's on the Platinum Elite team. Aaron Holroyd going to be on the outside line behind Sean Cunningham. We'll see what happens here, who drops off who keeps working with each other to get going.
Do not count this man out.
Nope. He's looking for number 9 today.
Ty Williams, your points leader. A lot can happen in a short period of time, as we just found out.
And for the 4th or 5th time today, James Barney taking the black flag.
Yes. He seems to get away with it more than most. Justin Thaler in the 2 sets us off to the finish. Here we go. 10 laps to the checkered flag. Big run by Justin Thaler and Eric. Brandon Cotton has no choice but to drop back down. Ooh, dropped the ball. Brandon Thayer didn't take off.
Yeah, Trevor McLaughlin didn't seem to take off either. I don't know what happened on that upper line. Maybe a little checkup there, but they are making a train. They are coming.
Look at the speed. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but it sure worked. The differential in speed now is huge, but they've made up for it. Being in front is the advantage. I take that all day. Is a 64 gives the 5 a little nudge into the corner. 71 pushing the 99 big time on the outside. The 15. Oh,
Yep, he's going to make it past Eric there. Justin's not going to make a move, so Trevor McLaughlin's going to stay on the outside now. Brandon Thayer joins them. There are 5 cars on the outside line, 3 on the bottom line. Brandon Cotton's kind of the odd man out. Dustin Reinstall will slot right in front of him, though. 4 by 4. Here we go. 8 to go, James. Sean Cunningham trying to push Trevor McLaughlin there, and the Thaler brothers still leading.
this is Midwest Motorsports iRacing at its best. We got a 8-car run for the win with 7 laps to go. Front 3 cars break away. Trying to get a run. Where's Ty Williams? He's back here with the 4 of Jason Huffman.
We are 2.3 seconds back. Some stuff going on here at this lead group, though. Brandon Cotton has found a different line. He's going to take the upper line. I don't know what's going on with that, but the admin team is starting to run away here with 3 of their guys right up front. Brandon Cotton kind of all by himself, so he's going to go back to the top. Aaron Holroyd now the odd man out, surrounded by all the other teams there. He's been kind of blocking everybody here and there to keep them off of Eric's tail. Now he's kind of left a little high and dry because everyone's going to go around him. Brandon Cotton leading the rest of the group here, trying to catch back up to that draft. Him and Trevor McLaughlin file to the inside.
3-car breakaway up front. Eric Thaler pushing his brother Justin. Dustin Reinstedel a buffer. Brandon Cotton in the 5 trying to figure out a way around. Maybe push the 5 into the 11. He does. 11 gets crossed up. He slams on the brakes. No caution. Brandon Cotton does a great job. Holy cow, of pushing the 11 sideways. Dustin Reinstedel does a great job of keeping the car together. That car's got to be in 1,000 pieces. I'm sure his toe in is all cattywampus. Oh, I feel for Dustin Reinstedel, just an innocent bystander. His wheel still looks kind of straight, but they're in a corner, so I'm sure when it comes around to the straight, Dustin Reinstedel is not going to be happy. Unbelievable how his wheel is not turning and he's going around the corner. So maybe that's not as accurate of a camera as we thought. But anyway, back to racing.
Camera should be tampered with.
That's right.
Either way, Brandon Thayer has found his way there to that lead group. Or no, whoa, hold on, camera. Oh, he's found that second group right there. Aaron Holroyd going to lead that one, and he's not going to really be pushing the issue as the 2 Thaler bros with 2 laps to go continue. Does Trevor McLaughlin try to make his way around the number 73 and try to get that group somewhat close, or is he going? He's going to shove. He's going to push. He doesn't have much of a front end after smacking the rear end of Brandon Cotton. Gave him quite a shot after that bump and run there.
Almost a full second.
Blink.
Oh no, Aaron Holroyd's
Blink.
blinking. Oh my goodness, that's enough to give you a heart attack.
Code brown for Trevor McLaughlin. Get him his brown pants.
The white flag is out for the final time. The cars are going down the backstretch. Can anybody catch the brothers Thaler? Justin Thaler has it. Eric Thaler is pushing him to the line. Aaron Holroyd in the 73 is coming hard with Trevor McLaughlin. And Justin Thaler takes the win. Eric Thaler second. Aaron Holroyd third. Trevor McLaughlin fourth. What an incredible race.
But absolutely,
oh my goodness.
The Thaler brothers sweep this weekend.
Yes, they do.
Castrol Ford will take home the checkered flag. A little tapping, a little loving and rubbing right there. Eric did try to make a quick pass there. This isn't going to happen, but Justin will take home the checkered flag here, defending Cup Series champion for the Midwest Motorsports, as they will gain some ground on Ty Williams. Justin, sitting in second place now, gets his third win of the season. And James, while you go ahead and try to grab a couple guys, our top three finishers here, I'll do the rundown of our finishing order as we come on ahead and watch some burnouts at some point here. Justin Taylor brings it home, P1. Second place, Eric Thaler. Aaron Holroyd will bring it home third place in that 73 Chevrolet. Trevor Mack in the number 99 Toyota will wrap it up in fourth. Sean Cunningham takes the fifth spot. That's your top five. Brandon Thayer in sixth place. That is a 64 Toyota machine. Brandon Cotton in the number 5 Toyota brings it home in seventh. Ty Williams finishes eighth place, still top 10 for the championship leader. Dustin Reinsettle knocked to ninth place, but still able to bring home a top 10. We just said Dustin. Miller Cawthron brings it home 10th place. Norm Steiner in 11th. Jason Huffman in 12th. 13th will be Robert Olivison. Clarence Prince 14th. Chris Thaler brings it home 15th. And 16th is James Olivison.
As the race winds down at Atlanta Motor Speedway, what an incredible finish. Amazing that we avoided a caution there at the very end. But I got to give credit where credit is due. Third place, Aaron Holroyd. Congratulations on a great podium, Aaron. How did that race go for you, man? You saw some action tonight.
Yeah, that race was pretty hectic. I know the first 18 laps before we did the comp caution, I was like, holy cow, that flew by fast. It was fast and furious, and there's a lot to handle. And then kind of just mellowed out there halfway through, just kept kind of the one-line thing going and working with everybody else. And then I'm not entirely sure who I got into. I didn't have any indication somebody was on my outside, so I apologize for whoever that was that I got sent to the wall. But I mean, sometimes it's how it goes, and I hate that it happened that way. But I was happy that all I got was a 4X out of it and not meatballed, so I was able to come in, fix the car up, and then start pushing forward again.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you know, it's really difficult at the super speedway racing at Atlanta. How is that different from Atlanta in the past? And do you like it? Is it a super speedway style race?
Oh, it's flat out. It's just like all the big tracks, just like Talladega and Daytona. You don't lift. I mean, you're flat the whole time. You lift for some of the kink turns, but other than that, you're not braking. You're just going flat out the whole time. And the new pit entrance is that's something to get used to. So that played a different turn because you can still speed as fast as you want through 3 and 4. You just gotta watch that grip limit.
All right. Well, you earned it, Aaron. It was really hectic all throughout the race, and it was a lot of fun watching the Coast Guard car. It looks like you even got the driver's suit done up with your paint. So
Yes, sir.
Nice work on that. Looks good, Aaron. Congratulations on a great podium, man. Good to talk to you.
Appreciate you, James.
All right, that's Aaron Oldroyd, your social media superstar. Don't forget to check out the Facebook, Instagrams, all of those for the Midwest Motorsports iRacing League. Coming home second place, Eric Thaler, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports. Congratulations, Eric. That was a hectic race for you too, man. I know you led most of it. Talk us through your race.
Hey, James. Yeah, I think that was hectic for a lot of the guys. Everything comes fast and furious at Atlanta, and just happy to come in P2. Was leading a lot there at the beginning, and was trying to maintain pace down there at the bottom. The second lane didn't seem like it could develop too much speed unless it had more cars at the top. But it was a good run. I'm happy to come away P2.
You had a lot of cars pushing you behind. I know the super speedway style racing is a little bit different at Atlanta. We've had enough practice at it now. It's hard to pick a partner, but at the end, it was down to you and your brother. Did you think about popping out on them with 3 or 4 to go there?
It wouldn't be racing if I didn't think about it. But I did see a run developing behind us, so I just committed to continue to push him across the checkered line, and happy I did, because it could have put us in a different position than what we were in. But again, happy with the P2, happy to come away with leading the most laps, and that one's a little hairy. I'm sweating here. That you gotta be careful as you're running up on cars in the tri-oval, and everything just comes at you so fast here at Atlanta. It's you got to make split decisions real quick. So happy to where we wound up, and we'll move on to next week, man. Phoenix is a little different of a style, so I'm happy to be there.
That's right. Only 2 more races to go, Phoenix and Auto Club. Until then, enjoy your truck win and your second place podium in the Cup Series. Congratulations on a great weekend, Eric.
Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks, guys.
That's Eric Thaler, the Godfather, second place tonight. Justin Thaler is your winner. Chicken dinner for Justin Thaler. Congratulations, Justin. Man, you had a hectic race yourself. Not always up in the front. You got mired back a little deeper in the field, but you were working with a couple different cars tonight.
Yeah, for sure. That got to the front pretty early on, started leading a couple laps, and then I know it's happened before to other people. I never thought it'd happen to me, but just a big giant window came up right in the center of my screen and washed up, hit the wall. Luckily, didn't collect anybody, so got that fixed and had some damage there. At the comp went in, had like 3.5 minutes, so my steering was all off. So I felt like I was maybe losing some speed. So the next one we went in, used a fast repair, but yeah, overall real hectic. I guess I know who my friends are and who my friends aren't in super speedways. So was able to link up with quite a few guys, but I was trying to work with anybody who would give me that kind of work back. So got to the front, and really I thought once we crossed the line, I thought there was still one to go. Like Eric said, that huge run was coming from behind, and I wasn't even looking at the lap count. I didn't even see it was the white flag. I was worried about just trying to stay connected with Eric behind me and see if we can maybe stay out front for the finish. But yeah, overall just a real hectic race. But managed to get through it, 0x, led some laps, and somehow made it out front and finished on P1.
Right on. And leading a lap as well. So a couple of bonus points. You're only 3 points behind Eric. I'm sorry, in front of Eric coming in. So we'll see what it's like for the next 2 races. But congratulations on a great race. Lots to play for in these next 2 races. I'm not sure if Ty can get caught with a 43-point lead coming into today. He finished 8th today. So we'll have to see how the races play out. I do not think he finished with a 0x. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it goes, but anything can happen as Midwest Motorsports, as we've seen. Congratulations on a great win tonight, Justin.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That's Justin Thaler, the CEO of Midwest Motorsports, and that's how we do it. Michael, any final thoughts from you?
Well, that was exciting from this end there, James. I feel Eric there with the sweating. I got out my sim rig on Friday, looked at my thermostat. It was 75 in this room. Normally it's supposed to be 68, so it is very hairy here, very exciting. Can just be an awesome ride, but these guys put out a great product today. It was a great time watching them. Little Dale Earnhardt interaction here today with some bumping and running and some guys trying some different things. And it was just great to be up here, James. Even when we had that little technical difficulty, we kept it going, and these guys kept it going too.
That's right. For all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make this league great, for Michael Harris, I'm James J., reminding you to stay in your lane.
And I approve of this message.